One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today. And on coming live today because I have several meetings. And I'm going to see if, let's see. I'm just going to let them know I could possibly reschedule my meeting. I'm sorry. Okay. But I just wanted to jump on because I had a meeting scheduled for this morning with my CPA accountant, and I desperately needed to have this meeting. And for some reason, I could not find a link. I could not find a follow-up email. I'm beyond frustrated right now because I really need to have this meeting, especially before I leave for London next week. And they just emailed me back. But I'm going to jump into this live today, this morning. And I am going to share some information for people who are single as well as people who are married or in relationships. So I'm talking to kind of everybody, men, women, single, married, or in relationship. And it is just a harsh truth that someone needs to hear. And that is, we're all hard to love. What do I mean by that? And I use the word hard. I don't normally use the word hard. But what I mean by that is we have been sold this lie that the person who is right for us or perfect for us will somehow make relationships easy or make our relationship with them easy. Do I believe there is a best fit person for you? Yes. Could that be multiple people? Yes. I do not believe in the one. Okay, I don't believe in that. I have loved 13 men in my lifetime and probably had more than 13 men love me. So no, I don't believe in the one. There is no such thing. There are multiple people that you can love and that can love you. And some people are better suited for you than others. Now, I have seen two people who on the surface and on all, by all accounts, didn't look like a good fit. But because of their level of commitment, because of their level of love, because they were both people of faith, they made it work. And that is going to be required. That is where a lot of people, modern day people, are falling short. You all want to believe that you're going to pick a person and that person is like easy to love. Like, oh, this is going to be easy. This is going to be a walk in the park. You think that because the feelings you have initially or the feelings you have now, you really believe that that's going to last. You think that the butterflies in your tummy and, oh, girl, he's so cute and look at his beard and his muscles, like all of that stuff, all of that new and novel stuff, you're not aware that that stuff is going to become every day. You're going to look at your fine man and one day be like that's going to become everyday, normal, I'm used to you. That's how our brains are designed. Our brains are designed in such a way that when we learn something new, when we meet someone new, right? We're so excited. We're excited to learn something new. We're excited to meet something new. And so we make all this space in our brain for that. Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, this, that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this chick, she fine. She did, she that. Okay, that's in the beginning. But the way your brain works is it has to now, okay, I got to put some of this on autopilot. Like I can't, show up to this person's house fresh and new every single day. Like it just takes too much brain power. It just takes too much. Some of this stuff it has to be automated. So I'm going to get used to the sight of this person. I'm going to get used to the smell of this person. I'm going to get used to the touch of this person. I'm going to get used to this person. And that way I can make more space in my brain, right? I can automate some things about this person. And that's why people take each other for granted. We take each other for granted. We start treating someone that initially we saw as so special and so great and so fabulous. Let 6 months or a year go by, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years go by. You stop paying attention to that person like you did in the beginning, because your brain is not designed to take in something novel every day, all day. Like, your brain can't do that. It will be on overload. So it's like, okay, I'm used to you. I know what you're like. I know who you are, this and that. And that's why a lot of couples who've been married 15, 20 years, 30 years, they come to me and they're in a rut. They're in this rut of, I know him, I know her. I'm like, okay, you really don't. That person has evolved over this time, but because you put them in this, they're no longer novel category, because you're taking them for granted, you can't even see the growth. You can't even see the change in that person. You can't see that that person is actually very different than when you met them and when you married them. So that's the nature of our brains. That's the nature of how we work. And that's why I keep telling women, like, hey, if you get left by a dude or you break up and a dude jumps into a rebound relationship or he monkey branches, give it time. Okay? Give it time. That woman that you think is so much better than you, is so much finer than you, is so much whatever than you, he gonna get used to her too. Like, all you have to do is give it time. I've seen this play out with my ex-husband and his wives, and I don't feel a way anymore. I don't care how they look. I don't care what they have. I don't care what they're about. He's going to get used to them. He's going to take them for granted, just like he did me. The behaviors that he had, those behaviors are going to come out just like it did me. Like, y'all be feeling bad about yourself or down about yourself. No, this is the way people are. You don't need to feel bad or down or any of that. So, and same for the dudes. If you had a girlfriend and she was all about you and all this and that, okay, and eventually took you for granted, eventually, stopped doing all those things for you, and now she see you as regular, degular and all that, okay, let her go off to some other dude. And while it's fresh and new, he will get that honeymoon period love and whatever, but eventually it's going to show up again, because the way our nervous system is wired, the way our brains are wired, is we cannot maintain that novel state forever. We cannot maintain that novel state forever. Okay? People become regular. That our brain does that. I've seen this person, I've smelt this person, I've touched, I've tasted, I've whatever this person. And now, okay, check. It checks a box, and guess what it does? It moves on to something else. And for men, it moves on to work. It moves on to the next project. It moves on to the next business. It moves on to the next thing. That's why men are notorious for taking their women and wives for granted, because they can't stay in that heightened arousal state. So that's why I tell women, if your man leave you or he move on or it's just a matter of time before that woman is getting what you got. That's why I'm always telling people, like, why are you mad? Why are you sad? Why you feel away? Give it time. Be patient. That person is going to get the same person you got over time. Okay? And fellas, same go for you. A woman leave you and she move on to the next, she monkey branch and look, I have a guy friend who has a female friend. And when I tell you this woman has done it like 7 or 8 times, 7 or 8 times, he's seen exactly what I'm describing play out over and over and over and over again. And so she move on to the next, and oh, he's so fresh and new, and oh, I just love him so much. And sure enough, she get used to him. He becomes regular, degular. Now it's the next guy that's novel and new, and oh, what's his, that whole grass is greener. There are people who literally spend their whole lives doing that. Okay? But the reality is this: I don't care what the person looks like. I don't care what the person has. I don't care how smart they are. I don't care how sexy they are. I don't care what their bedroom skills are. The bottom line is this: people are people, right? They have quirks. They have bad habits. They have annoying habits. Like, everybody has it, myself included. I happen to be very self-aware. I tell men what they're getting. This is what you're getting. Like, you need to really think about this. I show up authentic, which a lot of y'all don't. You show up as the person, that you want that person to fall in love with. It's a dupe. It's a bait and switch. You show up and you try to seduce. This is a whole lot of people. Y'all have, and these are the insecurely attached people. The insecurely attached people are great at seduction. They're great at pulling people in. They're great at the first 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. They don't have a clue how to maintain a healthy relationship. And that's what we're seeing play out in real time right now. Most people do not have the proper skills to maintain the relationship. Oh, they're great at the beginning. They look good and they smell good and they're going to take you here and they're going to put on a 3-ring circus and a carnival and they're going to juggle a whole lot of balls and then they're going to juggle some things with fire and you're going to be like, oh. And see, that's going to like wow you and oh my goodness, yeah, I want this. And then 3, 6, 9 months later, when they're like, you regular. Like, why should I keep doing all that? Why should I keep taking you here? Why should I keep remembering this about you or doing this for you or rubbing or whatever? See? And all that calmed down and you're like, oh, this is not what I thought. No, see? But insecurely attached people are great at seduction. I found that out the hard way not too long ago. By dating someone who was, insecurely attached, someone who was avoidant. And yeah, they're great the first 3 to 6 months, 9 months. They can't maintain it past that. They are exhausted. They are literally exhausted. And guess what? That's when they're going to need you. Like, okay, I hope you know what you're doing with this relationship thing, because I don't. I don't have a clue how to maintain this. I don't have a clue how to, have healthy communication. I don't have a clue how to resolve conflict. I don't have a clue how to be bored in the relationship. What's happening? Oh, this must mean I don't like you that much. This must mean we're not a good fit. I've got to run off and get that novel experience again. But the truth is, we all have our stuff. We all have our stuff. We all have the things that annoy people, that aggravate people. We are 2 totally different people raised by 2 totally different households, maybe in 2 totally different times, 2 totally different cities, states, countries, or whatever, 2 totally different cultures, 2 totally and we're trying to make 2 become 1. That will not ever be easy. It will not ever be a walk in the park. Okay. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a little. And then let's add this to the mix. Please remember this. If you want to be in a healthy, happy, fulfilling, long-term relationship with another person, this is the number one thing you have to remember. You both must prioritize the relationship. And that is what modern day people don't seem to know how to do. They think that being with another person is about them. Oh, I get what I want. I get to have the 3-ring circus and the feel goods, right? So as soon as it stops feeling good, as soon as it stops feeling fun, as soon as it stops feeling novel and interesting, well, this isn't what I want. And then they abandon it or they sabotage it. But the truth is, and remember, it's about them. It's not about the relationship, because when we prioritize the relationship, that means we're going to show up and we're going to do our half of protecting the relationship, of keeping the relationship fresh, of having fun in the relationship, communicating, conflict resolution. We're going to be committed to the relationship. So we are not actually, now a lot of people, this is going to go over your head. We're not actually committing to the other person. We're committing to the relationship with the other person. So if I want a happy, healthy, strong relationship with this person, there are things that I'm going to avoid doing because it will blow up the relationship. So I'm going to avoid cheating. I'm going to avoid lying. I'm going to avoid neglecting my partner. I'm going to avoid, there's things I'm going to avoid because I know those things will now blow up the relationship. But each person has to prioritize the relationship, not themselves, the relationship. So if I found a man and I said, hey, I'd love to co-create. That means I'm going to do my part. I want you to do your part. We're going to co-create the relationship of our dreams. He's going to tell me what his ideal relationship looks like, feels like, and all the things. I'm going to tell him what my ideal relationship looks like, feels like, and all the things. And together, we are going to do things and avoid other things that will, not jeopardize the relationship that we're creating. So that means that we're going to use our 3 lists. He's going to give me his 3 lists. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is what I need. I'm going to give him my 3 lists. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is what I need. And we're going to meld those things together. And as long as we stay off each other's don't want list, our relationship will grow. Our relationship will flourish. And we prioritize the 2-person relationship. That means anybody else that comes along, we prioritize the 2-person relationship. That person could be a child. That person could be one of our mothers or fathers. That person can be an affair partner. That person can be someone at work. That person can be the best friend. You and me. Okay? Now, if we want this to be a triangle, if we want it to be a three-man triangle, guess who the other man in the relationship is? It's the Lord. That's the only person that we will ever triangulate with is God and his word. So that means if me and my partner just can't we just can't agree. We're going to have to take this to the 3rd person. That's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to get the 3rd person involved. Who is that? God and God's word. And he going to be the final authority. So Anita want to pop off at the mouth. Anita want to be disrespectful. Anita want to, again, get selfish, get prideful. We're going to go to that 3rd person. And that 3rd person going to be like, what are you doing? Why are you talking to your husband that way? What's wrong with you? That is, we're not doing that. Anita want to go on Instagram and post a bunch of inappropriate pictures and all. No. I called you to be virtuous and modest. I called you to save your body for your husband. See how that works? The husband want to start acting a fool. The husband want to start neglecting his wife. He want to go out with his friends and go out with his family and spend all day at work and all night and we're going to get that 3rd person involved. And God going to say, what are you doing? Because I think I called upon you to love your wife. I called upon you to, she's special. You are to cherish her. You are to, see, that's the only 3rd person in this little triangle. But everybody else, we must prioritize the relationship and the 2 people in it. So if any 3rd thing comes in that ain't the Lord, no, okay. But 2 people who are, for the most part, equitably committed. That may not look like 50-50 all the time, but we are both committed to co-creating a relationship that we can be in and that feels good. That's what's missing. That's what's missing. People are not coming together to co-create a relationship that they want to be in. They're saying, you're going to be my accessory. You're going to be my +1. You're going to be my vacation bae. You're going to be my, you're going to be in all my pictures on Instagram. That's not co-creating a healthy relationship. That's one person getting what they want, out of the situation or from this person. That's the problem. But 2 people, and you're going to have to be radically honest. You're going to have to be, all right, y'all, she got back to me between 4 and 6. I'm going to tell her I can do 5:00 p.m. I tell you, today is a very busy business day. I apologize. But that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of me, I. I'm not seeing enough we, us. And that's what is, yes, it will be on YouTube. That's what's doing us in. That's what's doing us in. the second, I keep telling people this, marriage is a privilege. Being in a relationship is a privilege. You don't have to do it. There's no law that says you have to do it. Okay? You don't have to do it. You can be by yourself, stay by yourself, and go about your business. And if I'm being so honest, a lot of people are doing that. More and more people that I'm talking with, that I'm having communication with online and in person, they're like, nah, I'm good. More and more people are doing that. So just understand, folks who are in relationship, folks who are married, it is a privilege to be so, because you don't have to be. But you have to do your part. You have to co-create the relationship that you want to have. And you have to prioritize the relationship. Not you, not your feelings, no. What's good for the relationship? So here's a perfect example. And I talked to a couple about this last week. Forgiving each other is good for the relationship. Prioritizing each other is good for the relationship. Okay? Committing to each other is good for the relationship. All right. So if, affair partners come in, if we're talking too much on the phone to our opposite sex friends, is that good for the relationship? Probably not. Having 3-hour-long conversations on the phone late at night with your guy friend or your female friend, is that good for the relationship? No, it's probably not. Going out with you and opposite sex friends or going on trips with people, with nothing but single people, and you're married or in a relationship and going off and having fun. Is that good for the relationship? Like, if I can just be honest, everything you do, everywhere you go, everything, all you have to do is ask yourself, is this good for the relationship? That's it. If more people just did that, they wouldn't be in the predicament they're in. Is this good for the relationship? Because the truth is, the answer is no. You having 2-hour-long conversations with your female friend or your guy friend, and you have a committed partner, you're in a relationship, you're married, that's not good for your relationship. That's time that could be spent working on your relationship. Okay? So you flirting with somebody, you sending text messages, you sending DMs. How does that support the healthy relationship? It don't. But see, nobody is asking these questions. Nobody is asking themselves or the other person these questions. So if I find out my partner's been DMing women through Instagram, the first thing I'm going to say is, wow, is that healthy for our relationship? Well, yeah. We know the answer. We know the answer. That's it. That's all I ask you to do. If you catch your partner doing something, just ask them, is this good for our relationship? Does this support us having a happy, healthy relationship? And y'all, people who know they wrong, they won't just say no. They won't just say, no, it isn't good for the relationship, because that's the truth. But forgiveness is good for the relationship. Repairing ruptures is good for the relationship. Saying I am sorry is good for the relationship. Okay? Abstaining from the foolishness is good for the relationship. Communicating often and openly and transparently is good for the relationship. Okay? So it's not hard. It really is not hard. You simply have to come into it and prioritize and commit to the relationship. If I want to see this grow, if I want to see this get better, if I want to feel good in it, if I want my partner to feel good in it, all I have to do is ask one question, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what's happening. Y'all, let me, hold on. Okay, because I'm getting confused, y'all. I need to meet sooner. So I'm just letting her know. Okay, yeah, because I need to meet today. Y'all, I got tax issues. I got all kind of problems, business problems. So I really can't wait till Monday. I need to meet today. So hopefully she send me a link. But that's it. Like when I tell y'all, in a perfect world, Falling in love, and I don't like that term. I don't like that falling in love term, or choosing to love. That's what I prefer. If I choose, if I pick you, if I choose you, and then I vet you, and then from vetting you, I choose to love you. I choose to invest in you. That's, to me, okay. That ain't nothing but a word. I choose you. I choose to invest in you. I choose to love you. I choose to be with you. And I choose to do my part in co-creating a happy, healthy relationship. Now, you're going to have to do that too. Because there's a lot of people out here that's not choosing, that's not investing, that's not committed. You all are not committed. You got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That's a lot of you. And again, it's all about you getting what you want from the situation. Refuse to be in situations like that. Just say no. If this person is not as equally committed as you, just say no. No, thank you. I'm looking for something real. I'm looking for something genuine. And that will take time, energy, and effort. But too many people today, they know how to get in something. And if I'm being honest, can I be honest? So I went to Facebook Messenger. And every now and again, like every 6 months, y'all, I'll go into this little feature on Facebook Messenger where it'll say message requests. So there are people I'm not connected to on Facebook. And honestly, I want to get rid of my Facebook page, but I can't because my business page is attached to it anyway. So I still have that page, never post, never go there, never. Okay. But every now and again, I'll go in Messenger because someone will send me something through Messenger. And I'll go in and look at message requests. When I tell y'all, I went in there yesterday, there were like 12 message requests from random men I do not know. Okay. Men that found me on Facebook. I do not know them. And there were messages. Hey, hello. I might be too young for you, but you are beautiful. I'm open to dating somebody older. That's most of the messages, if I'm being honest. Could I respond to any one of those messages? Could I text those people? Could I talk on the phone? Could I meet up with them? Sure. Because if I'm being honest, getting into something ain't that hard. It's not hard at all, especially if my standards are in hell. If my standards are in hell, that's what cracked me up about people. Oh, are you married? Are you in a healthy relationship? Are you this? Are you that? Bruh, it ain't. I could be in one tomorrow. There are like 4 people right now that if I wanted to pull that trigger just to shut y'all up, I could say, hey, you want to be in a relationship? Yeah. That's what the answer would be. Yeah. Okay. It's not hard. It's not hard. Okay? But because my standards are not in hell, because I actually want what I would consider to be my equitable partner, the best fit person for me, then yeah, it's a little bit trickier than that. It's a little bit trickier than that, right? So I'm not going to go to my Facebook Messenger message requests and just pluck a man out of there and say, yeah, let's go out. Let's try this thing. Let's do this thing. Okay, that's the response I'm going to get. Oh, okay. Right? And guess what? The very next day, I could come on live and let y'all know I got a man. I got a man, y'all. Ain't nobody thinking about y'all. Don't nobody care what you think. And stop asking me that question. Stop DMing me and commenting under my video about my relationship status. If I'm being honest, it's none of your business. Anyway. So it ain't hard. What you all fail to realize is you have a whole lot of relationships out here and situationships and friends with benefits and all this other dumb stuff y'all like to do. You got a whole lot of toxic situations. You got a whole lot of toxic dynamics between men and women. But I just need to know if you got a man. I just need to know if you married. Okay. That doesn't determine the health of the relationship. Because can I be frank? There's a whole lot of people out here in some messed up, toe up situations, some toxic, dysfunctional situations. Right now, Anita is good. Anita is emotionally healthy. I am open to love. I am open to something genuine and real. Okay? And I will entertain men that I have vetted are actually, okay, this could potentially be something. Now, I don't know that yet. We're not going to know that until a couple of weeks or months in. But right now, let's go out. Let's talk on the phone. Let's see what it could be. That's it. Okay? I don't know what it is. But y'all want me to have a man yesterday. Anita, I'm a cat of a different breed. Okay? And y'all know how cats are. No, everybody can't pet me. Don't pick me up. But it will be that one person that I will see and I will come over to and I will rub up against his leg and he will pet me. And he will pick me up. Okay, I'm a cat of a different breed. I can't be with everybody. And I certainly ain't going to do it to pacify y'all. That is definitely not going to happen. You should know better than that by now. But anyway, so that's what you need to know. If you are in a relationship, something that's real, all right, or at least you're trying to make it real, you have got to sit down with that person and you've got to get clear about what it is you want, what you don't want, what you need, and how can we come together and co-create a healthy relationship. It will require time, energy, and effort. And while we may get used to each other, we should not take each other for granted. If anything, that getting used to period, it should feel comforting. It should feel good knowing that, okay, I've been with this person for a while and I think they accept me. I accept them. There should be a comfort in that. But we should not become so complacent. We should not become so ambivalent to the person that we chose. Because guess what? That person can choose someone else. That person can go about their business, baby. You sitting here thinking that, I got you. No. There is no such thing. You know that, right? All relationships are voluntary. And to some extent, relationship is conditional. If you do not meet the conditions, there will be no relationship. I'm living proof of that. And look, I tell men, that's what's like mind altering. That's why the men in my life are all sitting somewhere going, dang, I blew it. I blew it. Like this woman gave me the blueprint, told me what to do and what not to do. And I just could not follow instructions. Like it's not hard to be in a healthy relationship with Anita. All you have to do is follow instructions. All you have to do is know how to read a map. I'm going to give you the map, and all you have to do is know how to read a map. So if you can't do that, no, you're not smart enough to be on my team. You're not smart enough to be my man. I do not make it, but so intricate, okay? And yet and still, y'all just need me to be with somebody, just anybody, Lord. No, it don't work that way. I am a cat of a different breed, and most men know that. And they're like, nope, that's too much. That's too much for me. I got to stay from over there. Or, I want to be able to do this, this, and this. And Anita's not going to allow that. Or, I actually have to be actively in the relationship. I have to be seeing her and talking to her. And no, can't do that. I want to focus on my business. I want to focus on this and that and my friends and all this other stuff. I'm not trying to, that's the truth. That's the truth. So I'm like, yeah, go on somewhere. Go on somewhere, have a transactional relationship with someone else. I actually expect you to be responsible for me. I do. I expect you to be responsible for me. I expect you to be responsible for my heart and my emotions and I sure do. And I'm going to be responsible for you. But y'all don't want to do that no more. Nope. You work it out. You figure it out for yourself and you go off somewhere and you feel good all by yourself. And when you're feeling better, then you come around. But if you are your imperfect self, if you got problems, if you got issues, no, I don't want nothing to do with that. That's where we are today. We're there with our friendships. Forget the romantic relationships. We got friendships like that. That if people's lives are not going perfect, we don't want nothing to do with them. And then when they back on top, here we come. But can I be honest with y'all? I don't work that way. My circle is small. I have a small circle of friends. And I have not found the romantic partner that I'm right now that I'm willing to bring all the way into my life. No, that has not happened yet. There are people that I'm vetting, but no, they have not been given a contract to join the team. No, because it is a huge responsibility and I need to feel safe. I need to feel secure. I need to know that you have my back. I'm going to have your back. There needs to be a level of mutual commitment. But y'all just be letting anybody on the team. That's why you won't be going to the Super Bowl. You let anybody on the team. You let anybody on the team. They don't got to try out. They don't got to, what they call it when they play with the team for a couple months and be on the little tryout. Y'all don't have no requirements. You let anybody on your team and wonder why you can't make it to the Super Bowl. Anita's trying to make it to the Super Bowl. So I have to be careful. I have to vet people. I have to make sure this person could possibly get us to the Super Bowl. Okay, but that's what I'm seeing. People who are not prioritizing the relationship. They're prioritizing themselves. They're prioritizing their own wants and needs and don't wants. They don't want to be responsible for other people. They don't want to be responsible for them and their love and their care and their heart and anything. And I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that. Y'all know better. But yeah, I can go in Messenger today. I can look in those little message requests. I can click on one and go, sure, yeah, let's do it. Let's be together. Baby, that ain't never going to happen. I can go into my DMs and look, scroll to somebody's like, oh, I see you sent the heart eyes. Like, does that mean you're interested? Oh, you are? I am too. Like, it's not hard. It really is not hard, y'all. It's not hard. All I have to do is respond to the fire emoji or the heart eyes or, hey, loved your last video. Yeah. Oh, thank you. See, that's all I got to do. It's really not hard. So when the bar is in hell, plenty of people have a partner. Plenty of people have a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever. When women are willing to trade sex for money, sure. There's situations and circumstances out there like that all day, every day. Okay. But if you're actually looking for something real, if you're actually looking for something genuine, if you're actually looking for something that is reciprocal, that you belong to them and they belong to you, and you care about them and their heart, you care about their life, you care about the people in their life, and you want them to do the same to you. Oh, baby, that's going to take a while. That's going to take a while. That's going to take a long while. And so that's what people don't realize. It's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute. Because we got a lot of selfish, narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic, dark triad, Machiavellian. And look, it ain't just men. It's women too. You got your female narcissist. You got your Jezebel spirit out here. They don't care about you. They don't give a fig about you. They love what you can do for them. You got a whole lot of women out here like that. They love what you can do for them. And you are one of many. You are one of many men sending the fire emoji and the heart eyes and all that. You one of many. The more the merrier. Y'all better get wise. Okay, someone said no audio. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. So y'all better get wise. Y'all better get wise because y'all play too much. Can I be honest? Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. Okay? So the first thing you got to do, if you want something real, check yourself. So don't go out, go in. I had to do this. Last year, I had a couple of lovely gentlemen step to me and I wasn't ready. Can I be honest? I was scared out of my mind. They was like, yeah, I was like, I was scared out of my mind. I admit it. I was not ready. I was afraid. I was not willing to risk my feelings getting hurt again. I had already had my feelings hurt once last year. I was like, nope, not doing it again. So I was like, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna put this on pause, or you can go off and find someone else, but I know I'm not ready. I had to check myself and my heart. And that, hey, I'm honest, if nothing else. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now that I've got my head together, I got my heart together, I got myself together, okay, we can do a little something. And remember, it's not gonna happen overnight. That's the one thing I have to tell a lot of men. A lot of men move too fast for me. And look, if I try to pace you and you get pissy, you get funky acting, that's going to get you eliminated. You're not patient. That's one of the things that I put on my list, which is just be patient. Be patient. That's it. And look, they think, and this cracked me up. They think that if you pace the relationship, that there's something funny is going on. There's nothing funny going on. I'm not out here dating 10-minute once. That's what they think. Oh, you must be dating other people. You must be entertaining. No, bro, I'm really not. I got too much going on, but I'm not trying to jump into something with you. Okay? Just understand that. If you don't have it in you to be consistent and to really be in the long haul, like we're not going to be a good fit because I'm not going to jump in a relationship with you. I have to get to know you. I have to see what you're about. I have to observe you. I have to vet you. Then other people in my circle have to vet you. And that's going to take time. But that's the first thing men be thinking. And this is what y'all have to understand, gentlemen. Okay? A good, emotionally healthy, godly woman is going to pace you. She's not out here running around and dating a whole bunch of, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's like, I have a life, all right? I have a rich, full life. I have things going on. And then I'm open. I'm open to seeing what you're about. I'm open to folding you into that, but it's not going to happen in 2 weeks. And can I be real? This is what's really happening. Like, can I be honest? Y'all want some tail. You want some tail. You want to rush into something because that then signals to the woman, oh, get comfortable with him. Get comfortable with him. He's giving you a measure of commitment, or he's giving you a measure of, you all dating exclusively. Oh, now I can give him some tail. And if I'm being really honest, you still going to be disappointed because you're not going to get no tail. Okay. I've had men commit after 2 weeks. I've had men commit after 2 months and 6 months and 9 months. Okay. All right. And look, okay, great. Okay, we're just dating each other. Wonderful. That's not going to lead to you getting no tail. I'm still vetting you. I'm still getting to know you. We're just doing that exclusively. That does not promise you any tail. So take your time. Take your time. And you should be glad that a woman wants to take her time. Like, that's a good sign. That's not a bad sign. A woman who's sleeping with you right away and trying to get you to, be her boyfriend in 2 weeks, that's weird. I'm going to commit to you in such a serious way after 2 weeks. You're a stranger. You're a stranger. I don't even know you. No, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to go out with you, hang out with you, talk on the phone. We're going to text and FaceTime and all the things. And then after 2 or 3 months, I'm like, wow, this is really a good fit. This is someone, and guess what, y'all? I'm not sleeping with anybody. I had a guy just the other day. He said he made some joke talking about, every woman, she's got one in the chamber. She's got a dude she's sleeping with. She's going out on a date with you. And then she's calling another dude over after the date. What kind of jaded mess is this? No, there is no other dude in the chamber. There is nobody I'm sleeping with. And yes, other than what I just described, random men in my DM, random men sending messenger messages, or maybe old men that I dated, like reaching back out and them being left on red, there is nobody else. Like, those are things that are out of my control. There is nobody else that I'm entertaining, that I'm sleeping with, and all this other nonsense. Like, that's not a thing for a good quality woman. A good quality woman is just sitting down. A good quality woman is going to work, going to a business, taking care of the kids, walking a dog, and like, what? What? Like, really? See, it's that mindset. It's that mindset that a lot of men are leading with, thinking that somebody just live and breathe to take advantage of y'all. I don't have that kind of time. I really don't. I don't have that kind of time to get over on the men that I'm dating. I can barely date you. And now I'm supposed to be leaving the date at 8:30, coming home, calling my other boo or my other side piece and having him come over and have sex with me. I don't have that kind of time. Like, I'm leaving the date. I'm going home. I'm uploading videos. I'm doing administrative work. I'm doing notes. I'm taking the dog out for a walk. That's what I'm doing. That's all that's happening. That's all that's happening. Okay, so what? And here's the thing. I said this before. I'm going to say it in this video, and then I got a meeting at 12:30. Gentlemen, please hear my heart. Hear my heart. Open your ears to hear. You all are projecting on to women what you would do if you were a woman. So if you had our options, if you had messages like that in Messenger from women going, hey, I may be too young for you, but I'm interested. If you had messages in your Messenger message requests, if you had women sending heart eyes and fire emojis and the big eyes, the little big eyed emoji and all that, you would take advantage. You would take advantage of that. That's a dream come true for you. That's because you're a man, baby. Men and women are different. Women are not impressed by some random man on Instagram's heart emoji, fire emoji, heart eyes. So, that's called so. That's called delete. Okay? Some random man reaching out on Facebook Messenger is called, delete. See, we're not y'all. And just because we have sexual options, there's plenty of us that don't utilize those sexual options. I don't have sex with random men I don't know. I don't have sex with exes. I don't. So you can call Cap all you want, because that's what a lot of, Cap. Okay. But you're projecting. Sweetheart, you're projecting. You're saying what you would do if you were in my situation. But you're not Anita, and you're not a woman. Most women are not doing that. So look, I had a comment right here. Meek Tora said facts. Love. Okay, her name is Love Cha-ching. There we go. Love Cha-ching says, thank you. I just told a new guy I dated once that I want to take things slow. He said I was not emotionally available. See? That's normal. That's actually healthy and normal. Now, if you took 3 months and he didn't feel like he was getting anything from you, sure, then he might have a point. But if you're taking 30 days, like, hey, I'm not jumping in a relationship with you, I'm definitely not sleeping with you, that is called pacing the relationship. And so either he's anxious, right? Something's going on. But that's the truth, gentlemen. If they knew the amount of peen we turned down, precisely. Yep. Brown in 2012. Yeah. It's a daily occurrence. Please stop projecting, gentlemen. Okay? I know what you would do if you had a bunch of message requests from women. I know what you would do. We would not do that. Good, healthy, quality women do not have random sex with men we don't know. Now, there is a teeny percentage. There's a teeny percentage of women out there who are traumatized, who have sexual abuse in their past or some form of abuse in their past, or who have daddy issues. Sure, those women do it. But women who have high self-esteem, women who love themselves, women who know their self-worth, that's called so what? That's called every other day. Every other day. I keep telling y'all this. If I wanted to have sex tonight and tomorrow and the next night, sure. There are men out there, there are exes out there, there are strange men out there I don't even know, that I could respond to their message in Messenger. I could respond to their DM and have sex. But I don't have any interest in doing that. I'd like to have sex with my husband. I'd like to have the heart of my husband. I'd like to share a home with my husband. Like, that's actually what I'm after. I'm not after random sex. I'm after a heart, a home, all the things with the man who has given me the ultimate commitment. And I will bust it wide open. Okay? I've told y'all this too many times. Like, I feel sorry for my husband. I really do. I feel sorry. I feel a little bit sorry because he's coming into this. Look, he think he getting a librarian. He think he getting a school teacher. He think he getting a mild-mannered. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. He getting a freak. He getting a porn star. He gonna be like, oh, this is not what I thought. What is Anita doing? What is Anita on? What is happening? You mine now. You my husband now. Okay, you my husband now. So I'm going to bust it wide open. Okay, so that's just that. But gentlemen, stop projecting. Like I said, we know what y'all would do if you had those opportunities, but women are not y'all. Most good women are not out here sleeping around, sleeping with multiple men, sleeping with men unprotected, and all this other foolishness. Y'all see all these foolish, young, stupid women getting pregnant by these dudes and having sex with all these dudes. That is a small percentage of women. That is not normal, healthy women. A lot of y'all need to get offline. Stop listening to these podcasts. So no, it's not a thing. Sorry, I hate to bust your bubble, but most women are not out here. Most women are good gatekeepers. I just want us to check the rest of them. Most women are good gatekeepers, and we are trying to be with men for the long term. We're not trying to just be with men for a night or for a week or go off and get flued out and all of that. We're not trying to do all that. We're interested in husbands. We're interested in fathers of our children. We're interested in making a life with someone. That's most women. But you have a small percentage of women that, they are insecurely attached, and they just want what they can get for today or tomorrow or whatever. And they know it's not going to last. They know it's not something that's going to be maintained, but it's good for now. It's good for now. We'll do it for now. As a small percentage of women. But most of us, if we give you entrance into the kingdom, we hope you'll stay. We hope you'll stay. We're not doing that just to do it. We want you to stick around. So I don't do it at all because I'm very careful. Like I said, I'm the Black Widow, y'all. I mate for life, okay? So you have to be on some crazy stuff for me to let you go. Like once I commit to you, we committed. So that's it. All right? But we all have our stuff. And us acting like, women saying it's the men saying it's the women, we all have our stuff. Men do a lot of crazy stuff. Women do a lot of crazy stuff. And until you do the work on yourself, until you make sure that you are actually ready to commit to a healthy relationship, and you are willing to put that as priority, the relationship has to be the priority, not you, not what you want and what you need, the relationship. What is best for the relationship? Once you can answer that, you might be onto something. And what does that require? It requires a level of service from you. It means that the relationship is not always going to be a 3-ring circus. It's not always going to be a carnival or a day at King's Dominion or Busch Gardens or Carowinds or whatever. No, there's going to be down days. There's going to be regular days. There's days that are tough. There's days that, we ain't feeling each other. We're not liking each other, but commit to the relationship and its ups and downs. Both people have to do that and commit to co-creating in the relationship. That's it. That's all I want people to do. All right, I'm pulling up my meeting. There we go. Okay, I got to jump into this meeting. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. This was for everybody. This was for the men. This was for the women. If you're single, if you're in a relationship, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. If you are not ready for love, if you're not open to love, okay, I understand. Like I said, I've been there. I've been there where I was like, nope, I can't take no more chances. I got to shut it down for a little bit and focus on myself. Now, I would say, yes, I am open. I am more open and more receptive. And, my energy is showing that by the people that I'm now attracting. I'm attracting men into my life because it's like, oh, they can finally see the open sign above my head. And don't get me wrong, I attract men all the time, but last year's men were like, I didn't have that open sign, and I just was like, I'm not sure, because I don't attract good men when I don't have that open sign on. So I was like, no, I'm gonna pass. So just check yourself, make sure you're in a good spot, because you will attract all kind of craziness if your head is not right, if your heart is not right. All right. Have a great rest of the day. This video will be saved to my Instagram, and it is for Instagram subscribers only. If you'd like to watch it in its entirety, please head over to YouTube. Head over to my YouTube channel, okay? All right, I don't know why this is saying open and fathom. All right, I will see you all next time, and as always, stay open to love.